were my classmates. Many of them I know very well, some of them I know somewhat. But I didn't get to know all of them in the last 2 reunions. This is my 3rd reunion. We are the 76th group. You all can see that right behind me in the banner. At this point, I want to welcome our guests who are expected to be on the stage over here with me. We have Professor S.M. Kulkarni, Dean. I welcome them to the podium stage. Professor Dr. Nayak.
Sudden surprise.
And of course, Professor V.A. Desai. How many professors are here?
Professor also will come on.
I will do something for the prayer.
Mahaganapatim manasa smarami Mahaganapatim manasa smarami Mahaganapatim manasa smarami Vasishtavamαδevadivandita Mahaganapatim Mahadevasutam Mahadevasutam Guru Guhanutam Mahadevasutam Guru Guhanutam Var Koti Prakasham Shadam Mahadevasutam Guru Guhanutam Var Koti Prakasham Shadam Mahakavyanatakadipriyam Mahakavyanatakadipriyam Mushikavahanamodakapriyam Mahaganapatim Manasa Smarami Vasishtavamαδevadivandita Mahaganapatim.
Welcome speech for our gathering today.
To everybody, respected guests on the dais and off the dais. I am very happy today, not because of this gathering, because Argentina won the game, football game. Because yesterday I saw the Brazil game, Brazil lost. So I was expecting one of these teams should lose. So after Brazil lost, then I slept. I didn't get sleep. Jagdish Kamath was, he remembers, I got up at 4 o'clock and saw the TV, and by the time when I saw the TV, it is, Argentina won the game. So it was, the clash between the Titans was not. So I think is very happy is because I am still alive. I mean, because this is the word I should, because Ravindran was not well. I mean, 2 days back he said he is not able to come and down. Like Satish Rao, he said his ankle is getting pain, he is not able to walk and all. So what am I to do it? Because everything is there in my car, everything is there with me, and everything items was there with me. How to do it and everything. Even Jagdish Kamath also doesn't know what to, where to, what are these things. This can happen to anybody, because this we planned almost 7 months back. All these things people have started earlier enrolled. They said they will not be able to come. SS Kulkarni, I mean, expired. Like that, other people are, we lost ourselves also. Dimina could not make it also today for this function. Anyway, before that, everybody, I welcome all of you because you made it. I also made it. Because my wife also is there. Coming to the point, because 10:30 we have to close this session. We have another session also. I'm very happy because our direct in charge is there. Professor S.M. Kulkarni, our Dean also RNC. He will be inaugurating this business function, inaugural functions. I welcome you on all I welcome you, sir. I welcome you on your side. And Professor Vijay Desai, Dean. And I tell you, more than me, he worked for me. The way he gave the rooms for us, the way he attended our every call, every WhatsApp messages. He has done wonderful. Yesterday also we met all the directors and called them registers and all. Wonderful Dean BFC alumni, and I think we are not found anybody like that. I welcome you, sir. All on Professor Naik is there, is always with us, Sudhakar Naik is always, and he was a registrar also. He was also last time also he came, and I welcome you, sir, also on our behalf. Our own colleague, and I did not mention their names, Satish Rao and Swans, please. We welcome Swans and Satish Rao, welcome you also, as well as Ranjan Rao, and a very special guests are there. Ranjan Kini, again Ranjan Kini, Ranjan Kini is Vetraf is there, his wife is there, and all guests are there. I think very prominent people are here. Especially Kiran Patil is there, Professor Upadhyay is there, Jairam, but I am not seeing him, where is he and all. I think he may be coming anytime. All of us, we are all, nothing to specify the names and all, because we are all same batchmates, and their spouses also there, the children also there. I am very really grateful for everybody, those who achieved very high achievements, except me, because I am only a farmer. So I don't have to, my achievement is nothing. Except doing all these things and all. So anyway, I welcome even the media people also, and all the Satish Rao's daughter, who gave a very good melodious and Rani, who was doing excellent work. Daughter-in-law, she is there, and she has done an excellent prayer. I welcome every one of you. Please excuse me if I miss anybody, because later on our session is there. You can introduce yourself with your family and come up and stay a few words. Thanks a lot for listening.
Thank you. And at this point, I want to invite our own Professor Dayanand Sones to give a briefing about our last two, this is the third one, last two reunions and what happened during the third reunion.
Our chief guest, Professor Sudhakar Naik, and visiting officers, Professor Vijay Desai. Thank you for your presence. And also we welcome each one of our classmates, dignitaries in the front, and also especially the families. So we are so glad to have you here, and thank you for coming. And many of you have been there for the early two reunions, and here also. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Why Dinakar is so happy? Because Argentina won the cup. He didn't have the breakfast.
Just had. I had. Morning I did. Because to arrange this one, I need to sacrifice my breakfast also.
Yeah, a couple of things about how when we started. We passed out in '76, but that time there was no email. Occasional landline calls, somebody had the landline, somebody didn't have the landlines. And gradually, we used to meet in small groups, in our own friend circle, small circle, workplace, sporadic meets. So it was not common, everybody was busy in their own work. Then later, around '97, the email contacts came. Then we at least started contacting in email once in a while, including those abroad. And this millennium, 2000 onwards, it started picking up. In 2009, I think we formed the KREC email group, KREC Google groups. It also, the idea came, I think at that time, Narayan Prakash, Gopal Krishnan, Yadu, Bopaya were quite active in meeting in Bangalore. Hegde was the chief culprit, organizer. So we used to meet once in a while, mostly in RSI, and one of these meets idea came that we should form a group so that we can correspond to each other, and everybody gave their links. So that's how we could build up the Google groups. Then of course later on WhatsApp started and there was no stopping. So we went ahead and to form two groups, official for all official purpose like reunions and local meetings, etc. And then the teens group for the other teenagers. Yeah, with the families. So, and of course there is one group called all subjects, non-veg groups, and that's for other things. Pardon me. And of course then spark was ignited by Dinakar and Hegde during one of his visits there. And why don't we organize a reunion and thanks to the Josh of Dinakar and Satish Rao in this side, and also we used to meet, he used to come regularly to Bangalore also for meeting, and we could organize, make the first reunion happen in 2016. Can I see the hands of those who were there for the first reunion? Of course, Dinakar and Satish were also.
2016.
Thank you, we really appreciate that. Can we see the hands of those who were the second reunion? Second reunion. Give them a big hand. Thanks for meeting it. And I think that's just a brief introduction, and we are here now. Thank you for your presence, and I let our MC to continue.
Thank you, Dave. Round of applause. At this point, I would like to invite the guests on the stage to go down near the lamp to have the lighting of the lamp set. Please go. As a ready to give the inaugural speech.
Dignitaries on the dais, Sri Professor Suvanji and MC Ranjan Giri. So I am very happy, not because Argentina won, because I am meeting all of you, and my favorite teacher, mentor is here, Professor Sudhakar. It was a sweet surprise that you have given to me. So we learned lot of things from him during our initial days of entry here in NIT or REC, then REC. I joined REC in 1990. Unfortunately, I was not an alumnus. I didn't have an opportunity to study here, though it was dream for all Karnataka students to study in REC. I missed the bus with a small gap, maybe about 2 marks. My PCM was 92 and up to 94 my friends got here, I couldn't make it. So I studied in Davangere, and somehow my destiny was that I had to teach here. So I landed here in 1990. So it was very nice, and incidentally today, being Dean RNC, I am in charge. Our in charge director is out of station. So I am representing our director in charge, Professor G.C. Mohan Kumar, who is also Dean FW, who is officiating on behalf of Sri Prasad Krishna, who is another alumnus. He should have been very happy if he would have been here today. He is also an alumnus of REC, 1983 batch. So I am representing our higher-ups, Professor Mohan Kumar and Professor Prasad Krishna. It's a very happy occasion for me to stand before you and talk few words. We have a lot of things to learn from you. If you were to be in this profession, many of you would have been my teachers. I bow to all of you. You have done excellent. You have led a very life of excellence. You have achieved in your sphere of whatever sphere of working. You have excelled, and you had a binding with this institution, and this is the institution which has a very nice tradition of engaging the alumni with the institution. Before you put your engagement ring on your wife's fingers, you will put an engagement ring on your fingers by our then principal, and they engaged you.
Yes.
And thanks to you, you are meeting those. It was very nice to see Professor Swans telling who have attended the first union, reunion, second union. So you have not forgotten the alma mater. You have been visiting it, and you have been coming, and you have been enthusing us. So the engagement continues. It's very nice to see that this engagement continues. So, and this is the only institute I have heard of. Maybe many institutions have in a different way, but we have been following very traditionally and very nicely. And to this engagement of late, Professor Vijay Desai and his predecessors, along with the institute management, they have given new dimensions for these engagements. So I am very close to him. The day I landed here, we have become friends because of our cultural similarity and our local, both are from Vijayapura now. So he generally tells how much the alumni are interacting, how much they are contributing in different ways, what activities you have been helping us. So I get the real-time data from Professor Vijay Desai. So it is very hearty to see that engagement continues. And another lesson, you are full of Josh. Professor Swans used the word Josh. Not only Jennifer, all of you are full of Josh. So we are much younger to you. Bless us that we also will have this Josh at your age. So very good to see you, rather pursuing this Josh. So thank you very much for gracing this occasion, and that too I am fortunate to be a part of. So I will not take much time because you have many things planned where you would like to enjoy. I wish best time you have come on one day. So you play this one day, whether Argentina wins or not, you will win this one day today. Right? So play this one day nicely, go and relive all the moments of your teenage life that you have spent here. Visit every nook and corner, but many of things have changed. Those corners may not be there, but new dimensions have been added, new things have been. So bless this institute. We have in our institute anthem, Shashwata Vagirali N90 Hesaru. So maybe you have heard this institute anthem. We have the institute anthem created after we became NIT. So bless this institute to become Shashwata. Let this institute, rare people like you, come out with good alumni and contribute to the development of the region, state, as well as nation in whole. Right? So thank you very much. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I thank all the organizers. Thank you very much, sir, for giving me this.
Eminent persons whom we have recognized. Professor K.R. Metallurgy, he is here. Professor K.R. Kamath is here. Kindly note, he is also our old. Dr. Naveen Kamath, the student dean, is here. He is also with us now. Dr. Mohit, faculty in charge, Institute of Relations, is here. I request Nitish Kamath and Prabhakar Rao and others kindly give a rose tribute to them for the coming year now.
Professor, for gracing this occasion for your presence. At this point, I would like to invite past registrar and Professor Sudhakar Naik for making a brief chief guest speech. Thank you.
Not regular class.
Good morning. The 1976 batch in various capacities. At this hour, I am very happy. There are several reasons to be happy. Because this meeting has refreshed my mind and I have become younger by few more years. Right? Of course, people say that I am young, and now with this meet, I am sure I have become much younger in mind. This particular batch is of special importance to me. Do you want to know why?
Yes.
Yeah, I will narrate it. 3 or 4 points are there. Your batch contains very intelligent people, very bright people, and a few very intelligent, bright and mischievous people. Yes, I substantiate that. When you were in second year, you were staying in the second block, and whenever I used to, because at the time I was a bachelor and taking food in the third block SMS, and while coming back to the college, people in the second block used to shout, Naiko! And I could identify immediately because it's very, not easily it is North Indian. If it is North Indian, you will say Abe Naik. Right. But the way in which the people used to call, they are locals, and I could make out who they are. Right? And they are later my good friends. You ask Hegde. He is not the main person. Main person is my close friend here. Yes, he used to do. And there are other people like person MCF, the Prabhakar, and all these people used to, local people used to call. But Bala is also there. Because I am going to give special thanks to him for some other reason. Right? And then they are he is such a wonderful student, Prabhakar, chemical engineering. I taught him at 3rd year and 4th year. He was a very meritorious student and well behaved. But because of something at some stage, it's an age is such that they do it.
We were students that time. That's
No,
why.
they were students, that's what I said. The age
We were
is
supposed to do that.
no, students, and the age also was like it matters. Then this is one of the reasons why I have special affinity for your batch. The second thing is, with your batch only, with few of you, I joined IASC, and few of the, for example, I will start with Umesh Patel, then Srinivas Hegde, Vasanta. Hegde and Vasanta should go together. Right? Vasanta, Bala, that is Balkrishna Surya, and then Narasimhachar, then Sondur, H.S. Prakash. These people were all there at IASC, and I had to take some, because I was from chemistry, non-engineering department. I went for PhD in engineering. It was because I had published some papers earlier, I was given straight away admission to PhD under that program. I have to take, because I was from chemistry, and when I do work in PhD in metallurgy, yeah, I should be of use to metallurgy department here when I come back. This is what my professor, Vasu, a great professor, he said, you take this course, you take this. People who are very young, just passed out B, they used to take 12 or 14 credits. And I was compelled to take 21 credits and an audit 3 credit course. I was married and I had a small baby at that time. When I write letters to them, it was not a love letter. It is to say, tomorrow I have this test, I have to do well, my grade is like this. And if I don't do well, it is a shame on my part because I have to compete with my own students. Right? So 1 year, it was real hell. But these boys, still they are boys to me only. These boys kept me in good humor, always. Very nice. Hegde even sometimes, even now, full smile like Srinivas Hegde. Yeah. Occasion, we are in touch, always. H.S. Prakash. And these people, Narasimhachar Chemical, these people in institute, they have nicknamed, there are 47 or 48 South Canara people, and they have nicknamed most of the people of the South Canara student with another name. they have given a nickname like Joke Bhatta, Bhai Bhatta, like most of them are Havik Bhatts. And Hegde and Nrisimhachar, they are very good in naming like this. Hegde has kept us very active, not only we, other 2-3 teachers who have come from Arthur College, they also used to like Hegde the most. He was a very popular figure. In fact, Kannada Sangha was a very bad shape, and we revived with Hegde as the secretary there. So that way it is good. And other things is, Vilas Sundur was also there with that. It is he who helped me in improving my maths. Because I had left some 14-15 years back, that to very small quantity. Later, I used to have interaction with them. And I must tell you that I should thank 2 or 3 people of your particular batch. Because of my recommendation, certain things have taken place. Not in this college, but to the staff members of this. The first name I would quote is Kiran Patil. Kiran Patil has helped 2 teachers of our college when they were in difficulty. It's not financial one, but it is a very critical thing. At that stage, I just requested Kiran Patil, why can't you help me? Then he solved that. One was Divakar Rao, Chemistry Department, tall man, you might be remembering. The other one is HSR, H. Srinivasa Rao, Mathematics Department. Mathematics Department. Those 2 I distinctly remember for the staff. And later, when metallurgy students were finding it difficult to get a job, I said for a temporary job, contact Kiran and he will certainly, after I recommend, he will certainly appoint. And he is appointed. So it is that way. And Bala. That is, he wanted to, after my retirement from here, I became the principal of SDM College at Dharwad. He wanted to, one of the close relatives wanted to admit his daughter to SDM College, and he was working in Hubli, that person, and he came along with them. I knew that he was connected with the railways. These people from Hubli side want to come to SDM, they have to cross the railway line, and there was a lot of problem. Then I told him, you have to see that an underpass is built. Correct. Underpass has to be built. So he obliged later and college has an underpass. That's why I remember this particular batch very well, and I pray God to bless you all with the best that He can offer. Right?
At this time, I do want to mention, because some of my colleagues recommended, we have newcomer Jairam Bhatt is there. And I do want to recognize people who have come from very far to come to this reunion. Would you please stand up if you have come from outside India to this reunion? Please stand up, along with Jairam Bhatt. Thank you very much. This time, I want to invite our presiding officer. Give us a talk on what's happening here.
Good morning to all of you. My teacher, Professor Sison, Sikini sir, and all my seniors. I happen to be alumni of 1986 batch mechanics.
Yes,
Sahbar, Professor, Professor K.R. Kamal, all my teachers also, like you. Presently, I am the Dean of Alumni Affairs and Institute Relations. This Dean post was created in the year 2013. Till that time, this Dean post was not there. It's not, as a Dean I am standing here, it's more of an alumni like you. Exactly 10 years junior to you. And I have been part of association for more than 30 years. When Edin Narayana started this association in 1998, I was a faculty here. I completed in 86 and joined here as faculty in 87. So as a faculty, I have completed 35 years at my alma mater. I'm very lucky compared to all of you that I'm here for 40 years. This is like a temple. You know. To be part of this temple for 40 years, I must have made some punya in the life. So, to tell you, we should thank COVID because it has taught a lot of lessons to us. And every year there used to be one reunion only. Silver Jubilee reunion started by 1980 batch in the year 2005. Then subsequently there used to be one reunion. Then later when I think 68 batch or so, when they completed 50 years of graduation, Golden Jubilee reunion, the concept of Golden Jubilee reunion started, but it stopped in between. 72 batch they celebrated, but they could not come on to campus. So this year suddenly we have about 14 batches visiting the institute. They may not be doing, everybody may not be doing a function like this on the campus. Some are meeting outside, but visiting the campus. Recently we had 78 batch, and first time MCA, which started in 1989, 5 batches came together. They are a small in number. Now today is your 76 batch. 16th KREC friends group is coming, 72 to 76 batch, about 30-40 people. So it's a mix of all batches. Then on 20th, 77 batch, 80 batch, 85 batch are coming. 22nd, 2000 batches coming, and 23rd, 24th, global convention. So it's a matter of pride for the institute that so many alumni are visiting. Not only visiting, what I want to tell you is, you can see the magnitude of change the campus has undergone in the last 30-40 years. Please go through the entire campus. You may not recognize your hostels because they are surrounded by many more hostels. And you might not have seen any girls block during your days. There are 7 girls and about 2,000 girl students on the campus. Today we have 1,000 research scholars on the campus. We produce 130 to 140 doctoral degrees every year. We have 30 postgraduate programs. During your time, maybe 2 or 3, if I remember, thermal in mechanical, and 1 in electronics, as I remember. But today we have 30 postgraduate programs with about 800 intake postgraduates. Then undergraduate intake is around 1,000. So every year we get 2,000 students on the campus, and the strength on the campus is 8,000 plus. So many things have changed. On the western side, if you see the computer science department, it looks no different than any IT industry. Then the seminar hall on the western side, the Silver Jubilee Auditorium on the eastern side. In this building, no classes. When you were here, all the classes were in this building.
We have all field exams here.
Yeah. Some of the classes. There are no classrooms in the main building. Every department has got its own building. All the classes, all the laboratories are there. I think what you can see that has not changed is the electrical machines lab, fluid mechanics lab, strength of materials lab, IC engineering. Physics, chemistry are not here. And recently we have got one center inaugurated, Center for Research Facility, where we have about 100 crore worth very high-end equipment for mechanical characterization and testing. It's more related to mechanical metallurgy, little bit to electrical engineering also. So like that, a lot of developments. Very recently, NITK has touched 10,000 publications, out of which many are quality Q1 publications. And you all may be knowing, but I feel very proud to announce that for last 2 years we are 10th in NIRF ranking. We are second best NIT. 2 NITs are there in 10. And we are marginally short by 2.13 marks. So we are very, very hopeful. It's 8th, we are 10th. And we are very, very hopeful we will be 8th or 9th this time. And in last 5 years or so, 23 patents have been awarded to our institute, and more than 150 have been filed, and many have been many are in the stages of being awarded. So these are some of the changes that have taken place, and for all this, either directly or indirectly, all of you, or the entire gamut of alumni are responsible in one or the other. Your role outside has given more visibility to the institute. So, like we are happy to carry the brand of NITK. NITK is also happy to have you as our ambassadors in the outside world. So thank you very much for being here. Please go around, cherish your old memories and new things that have come up all the time. And one final thing. Today Institute is more than happy to receive support from you in all possible ways. Most of you are doing exceedingly well. That's a good part and happy part for the Institute. I have sent an appeal from the Institute to Dinakar sir, and you must have circulated to you. Please, whatever way you want to help, you can help monetarily or by sponsoring some projects, research projects. That's one of the best way. That way, if you give a project of your own, you are also benefited. The institute is also benefited. Or any equipment which can be named after the donor. Or you can donate to the endowment account, which institute will use for several developmental activities. Please go through the appeal and try to do. Professor Sudhakar Naik, and I think we received some 1.5 lakh rupees other day from Krishna ji something. We were not clear who is Krishna ji because he did not write a badge.
So Arvind gave 1 lakh rupees recently.
Yes. So I called 72 batch NG Tuka because they are also. Then suddenly he told it may be 76 batch Kiran Patil.
Alvin Narona.
Yeah.
Alvin Narona.
No.
I gave him the name and he gave it.
It was Kiran Krishna ji.
No, not Kiran Krishna.
No,
He is not Krishna.
not you. I asked him, is it from 72 batch? He cited the name of, it may be Kiran Patil of 76. So what I am telling you is, apart from your batch, other batches also know that there are many, very worthy, net worthy persons in 76. It's a good news I am giving.
Yeah.
So please be in touch with the institute. We are ready to extend whatever help you want, and we request you to help us in whatever way we request you to help us.
What percentage of students are girls now in the percentage?
It's 20%.
20%.
Oh, that's
Because-
good.
At what level? At the undergrad level or the postgraduate level?
See, actually the government says 20% in every branch. So that's the reason why the number keeps on increasing, extra numerary till we reach 20%. But overall on the campus, almost 20% of the students are Muslim. So
And you said 8,000 total.
8,000, about 1,800 to 2,000 are.
Would you recollect what was the last time?
Not your one.
Girls, yeah.
That's very clear.
No, till 1981 it was 3.
girls?
I joined in 1982, so ours was the first batch to have 8 girls. All of them were accommodated in one of the professors' quarters. And later it became 20, so the director's bungalow, which is now the director's bungalow, that was converted into a small hostel. But today, maybe in 2-3 years, there will be 14 girls hostels.
And how many messes are there now total? How many messes?
Every hostel was mess. Because girls' blocks are all very nearby. They can walk into. But for boys, there are 12 apartments.
Every block there is a message.
And there is a food court, there is a night canteen, they get food up to 11 o'clock, 11:30 in the night.
And just for knowledge purposes, what does an average monthly mess bill come now?
Around 3,800.
Ours was 50 rupees. 50 rupees.
I think 3,800 was your annual expenditure.
Yeah, sure. Less than that.
Mine itself was 3,800.
Students are allowed to join any mess? 100 rupees. Students are allowed to join any of the 12 messes or?
The 60 rupees was inclusive of bakery products and ice cream.
Yes.
Otherwise, mess bill would have been just 40 to 45 then.
But see, change has happened over the years.
How is the library? But to get that 60 rupees.
The library, we have a new library which is called Digital Library, which has 2 studios. And most of the things are available in soft form, including all the MTech and PhD thesis. And the normal library is also there on the on the front side of this building. Now there is one more building coming up, ground plus 4 floors. So library facility is also very good, but unfortunately it's not like our days. We don't have to rush to library, take a book, hide it. They have everything on their palm. But still there are few students who believe that reading book is different, reading screen is different. So they do come to library. But library also has all digital facilities. They can bring their laptop, PowerPoints are there, and then chargers are there. So even in library they are on their laptop.
What about medical facilities for 8,000?
So medical, what we used to call as dispensary, today we call it as healthcare center. Right now we have 1+1, ground floor +1. There are 3 medical officers. There is provision for daycare and emergency admission. Then we have tied up with many hospitals in Bangalore. So they can straight away take a reference and go to hospital and get admitted. Every student has insurance for them. So that's not a problem. And we have visiting specialist doctors, physician, ophthalmologist, and skin specialist. So many doctors come once or twice a week. So we are able to give proper attention to anybody who requires medical.
Maintain the geographical diversity. I mean, people like Prashant Roy who I never meet normally from Kolkata, and you mean Andaman Islands, Nagaland.
Yes.
We still have.
See, the only difference is during our days 50% was for Karnataka.
Correct.
50% was for rest of the India, and it was not same. It was depending on the population of the state.
Right. Now,
So there was quota for each state. Now it is not like that.
how is it now?
50% is for rest of India other than Karnataka based on their JW rank. So it need not be, it may so happen that 20% of them are from one state if they perform well. But generally we are getting from all states. And there is a DASA scheme, direct admission to students abroad, whose parents are Indian nationals. So we get about 110, 120 students from abroad.
They had also faced the exam, no, directly.
No, earlier they used to give SAT. Now they are giving JW. JW is the exam. So based on ranking only.
Okay, something.
So there are about 110, 120 students under the ASA scheme. And the international hostel, was it there during your time? No. Later it came for Ethiopia people. But now currently we are using it as a small guest house for our alumni who come for one day also. But right now it is given to girls block till the new block is inaugurated. Diversity is there, sir. And South Canara by itself, till 2000 outsiders were very less in this part of the state. But today you can see, if you visit Suratkal, Mangalore, so many North Indians, so many people from northern part of Karnataka. Otherwise, many people used to tell that Dakshin Kannada belongs more to Kerala than Karnataka. That was the saying, but today it has changed.
One last question for me.
Last question.
What is the staff now, teaching staff?
Ratio?
We are about 275 now, and we'll be recruiting another 75 to 100 in this year.
And what was it there on that time? During our
That time it was very less, sir, about 160.
time?
So now it's 275. We are hopeful of reaching 375 by end of 23.
Kiran, what do you want?
Yeah, so we spent our time at KREC in 5 blocks.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what is have you revamped those blocks, have you modernized, those year-wise or, overall? Because, those days we used to envy Manipal hostels. They were far better. Some were for foreigners, they were air-conditioned rooms with attached bathrooms. School. Have the facilities been modernized, revamped?
In our campus.
Yes.
I think
Original
5 blocks. How many blocks are now total?
14 hostels are there. Out of that, 4 are mega blocks,
Do they migrate?
where there are 504 rooms single occupants.
And do they migrate from one year to second year, third year to other buildings?
Yes.
Okay, same thing happens.
They migrate. They are not in one hostel.
Okay.
And they can change the
In
message.
first year and second year, it is sharing. Third year and fourth year, it is single. And all postgraduate students, PhD students, single.
He's asking, can I change
See,
the mess?
during our time, we were allowed to join any mess out of the 5 blocks.
Only first years are not allowed. The rest all are allowed to take any method.
Even the girl students are allowed.
That's specific.
We are still Indians. On behalf of our director Prasad Krishna and
5 messes to now, number of messes and interesting questions from Ranjan Rao about girls being moving from that mess to another mess. Thank you. Okay, he wants to add something to it.
just last term, Professor Gangadharan is here. He is from mechanical.
Thanks, sir.
He is the coordinator for Center for System Design, which is in our old physics block. Please visit and see the type of activities that are happening.
I do want to mention one thing while we are getting ready with the mementos. In addition to giving donations to the alumni efforts, there are other ways we can be part of the institute. For example, I have moved from engineering to business side. I'm working with 3 professors in the business school right now at KREC or NITK doing research with them. So there are other ways also you can participate, being the advisors to whether it's business school or engineering schools, or become the project partners, which happens in many other institutions.
Sure.
That's another opportunity we have. Even if you are retired, there is a way so you can be back being partners to the different projects in the university or college.
Sure.
I just want to mention that.
Yes.
At this time, I want to invite Satish Rao, Devanand Sons, and Dinakar Lal to give the mementos to our panelists today.
Because we are all our.
What does it say?
It is KR76 Green and 2022. We can keep it here so that we can take a photo just like this. Dean.
I will also, asking questions with that, we got to know a little bit more about NITK that has transpired over the last 46 years. Thank you very much, sir. And I would like to invite Satish Rao to come to the podium.
First of all, let me thank God for having spared my need to get the strength to walk up to this. Because last 3-4 days I had a very bad time. I went on a wheelchair to the airport to Bangalore to see my daughter's function and came back by a wheelchair. And today, by the grace of God, I am able to meet you all. So let me thank you. So we had a very good interactive section and a lot of doubts from our own people, especially Alvin. Thank you for raising a lot of doubts and clarifying, and for the betterment of the institution. Okay. So, first of all, let me thank the chief guest of the function, who has inaugurated this session, Professor S.M. Kulkarni. Thank you very much, sir. And I thank our own friend, Dr. Sudhakar Naik, who has been friend forever, actually. We have present for all the years, and thank you, sir. So, with a very short notice, you have made a special guest of this occasion. Thank you, sir. And the presiding officer, Professor Vijay Desai, who has given a vast description of the institution, because so many things were not known to us. So, if at all a chance is given, I think all our batchmates may again rejoin NITK for one more course. Provided no sessionals, no examinations. Okay. And I thank the live wire of this meet. His second thought after his family is on our meet only. Because of this, I think it is possible. Thanks to Dinkarullah, and thanks to our Professor K.R. Naik, K.R. Hepar, Mr. Naveen Karam, Mr. Gangadharan, Dr. Mohit, for coming over here and gracing the function. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. And my special thanks to Dr. Soames, who is very instrumental and very basic, meticulous on particulars like XXL, XL. The mistake, there could be a changeover of XL and XXL. Somebody might have taken. They are asked to rectify, verify that after their lunch. Before lunch, we will have a photo session. So kindly do that by going to the next room. Okay, this is an announcement. Yes, and the entire our arrangements behind the scene is our batchmate Mr. Anand Bhatt, very meticulous. He has not come here because he is perfectly BJ, but he has an entire work, listing and tabulating everything. So special thanks to Anand Bhatt who has done this. And for our local support, we have got the most silent Jagdish Kama. Anytime give a call, he will oblige. So even though he has worked in a government Karnataka Electricity Board, the only person I believe totally non-corrupt, and because I had very good the information from the department people as well as others. Paji Papa. And Apat Madhav is there. Dinkarullah's Ranjan Rao and my Ranjan Kidi, Professor Ranjan Kidi. Since he was in Rotary, he is in Rotary and past governor, he can fit in anywhere. I just told him, we can fit in anywhere. So you have to take the role of MC from the session, so he gladly accepted, but he was again had a lot of doubts. So he again ordered for the water, which is we have not arranged earlier. So thanks to Ranjan Kidi and for your wonderful voice.
Can you stand up?
Good. So we can, like, already we can have other doubts get clarified from us. Anybody left? So we have so many people. We have got beautiful ladies come over here. And my wife is not there. Sorry for that. So thanks for all the family people who have made this event colorful. And my special thanks to my friend Nagraj. The second time I have come over here. So we wish to see again and again in 4 years from here.
Yes.
We will be having our Golden Jubilee celebration.
2026.
And we pray God,
Yes, pray God.
pray God to give all of us good strength, good health, and a healthy life.
Yes.
Healthy Aisha, Arogyapurna Aisha to everybody.
Yes.
So thank you.
Such a nice to see after coming out of 46 years again. It's nice to hear how United has grown up. Top fan in the country. We're very proud to be part of it.
We are last 2 years. Last year we came to 10 and we are retained. Looking at this jump.
Forty of them are not there with us. And Jagdish Kamath will read their names. Once after reading their names, starting from right from front side, you can give a little tribute to them, floral, this thing for their soul and all. So all in Aruna has suggested me to do like this. I have bought a candle. So let us pray for their soul. Remember, after they give their names, 1 minute silent prayer, and everyone very fast. Give us some petals on the this thing. You can close that that we will finish the session.
Today, I just want to have a list of names who we have worked together for so many years. Some left us during our studies in the college hospital itself, some at a later point, and a few of us after our second reunion. So we are fortunate that we are all here, at least for this reunion, and we will have more reunions together, all of us. So I will read out the names who are not with us today, who have left us for the Heaven Airport, and Robert Lobo, mechanical, Sitaram Tantri, mechanical, Ganesh Rao, N, Clement Mascarenas, Upendra B.R., Bimal Goha, Harish Shetty, Unni Krishnan Nair, Francis Caslino, Manohar Pandran Dhumi, Surendra B. Singh, and KREC Prasad all from mechanical wing. Later Mr. Manjunath from civil, Mr. Vinod Bedi from civil, Mr. Jayasuriya again, Mr. Prakash Kumar Shetty, Mr. U.R. Vinaya, Mr. Pradeep Shanai, Mr. Channabasappa Kadbadi, Mr. Srinivas K, Mr. Umakant Gunda, they are all from civil. Then Mr. U.L. Ramesh, electrical power, Mr. Umesh Phadke, EMC, Mr. Ashok Prasanna, EMC, all the three from EMC, Mr. Prabhakar Shenai from chemical, Mr. Anil Kulkarni from chemical again, Mr. Nalini Ranjan Mulki, Mr. Dasa Shettigar, Mr. Dishambar Nath, Mr. Sarvottam Kamath, all from chemical wing. Then Mr. B.R. Chandramouli, metallurgy, Mr. Dilip Raj Patil from metallurgy, Mr. Jayantilal Shah, and Mr. Shash Chandra Pandya, all from metallurgy. And a few more recently we got the information. D. Suryam from mechanical, Mr. Ramesh Rao B. from civil, Mr. Subbayya from civil, Mr. S.S. Kulkarni from electrical communications, and Mr. Shivananda metallurgy. So these are the 40 people who are not with us today, and we were all made to give them the rest of the page.
I'm sorry, I'm deeply sure. I joined the college in '65. So I got 39 years in the teaching here. Yeah, no problem, no problem. Yeah.
Just come one by one. Come this side, come this side. If you slowly.
So I belong to Katpadi near Udupi. I had, though I scored from Aloysius College, nearly 98%, I didn't get a seat in Karnataka, any of the colleges, because the interview, there was no CET. I had to join College of Engineering Pune for 1 month because the hostel accommodation I had to leave. IIT Kharagpur for a week only because I was a vegetarian, non-veg I could not. Then I continued my education in Banaras. I wish you all the best before taking the view of you. So when the people talk about the particular sessionals and exam in Banaras, we didn't have, every week we used to have the sessional and there's no supplementary exam. And they used to declare the result, counting all the marks of the 4 years for the grading. So I wish you all the best. We'll meet again. God will bless you. Wish you all the people Happy New Year and we'll meet again. Thank you.
Please come on to the dais. Generally called Gaju. I am from Belgaum, Karnataka. So I did my engineering electronics and communication and worked for 5 years in India, and after that I went to Malaysia for almost 16 years. Then came back and worked in Calcutta for around 7-8 years. And last 4 years I've been in Belgaum doing some part of a product consultancy. After my engineering, I did my post-graduation in industrial design. It's a product design course. And after that, I migrated myself to product designing and forgot all my electronics things what I learned. So I didn't do anything in electronics personally. Only I got a degree from here for that. I've got 2 kids, my daughter and my son. Son is working in Malaysia in a company called Steelcase. He's again furniture designer. My daughter is working in Microsoft in Seattle. She's also a designer, but she's working on UI UX projects and all that. So tell me something about today's thing. Is very, hard to hear that 20% of our friends are no more with us. So it really means the time is catching up with us. So I think we have to take a good care of ourselves and enjoy the life whatever we have left with them. And hopefully by Golden Jubilee year, all of us over here will be there to celebrate it. Thank you very much.
Wonderful to see you here. I'm Surya Kaushik, a final year student, and I'm the convener of Incident NITK, which is NITK's annual culture fest. So I'd like to know how many of you know about Incident NITK?
We started the cultural festival here.
Oh, you were the ones who started it. Okay, yeah. Wonderful. That is what it is right now. We call it Incident now. This is the 42nd edition. And Incident, which was started in the year 1980, has grown leaps and bounds and is currently South India's 2nd largest student-run fest. Yes, so we've come a long way. So students right from final year to first years volunteer, participate, and spend a lot of efforts and time into this to make our college fest successful. So in the past also we have received a lot of help from our alumni. So I wanted to reach out to you and support us in any way possible. Yeah. And to talk a little bit more about Incident, so we have a lot of events in terms of music events, dance events, fashion events, sports events, literature, business. And we also have our flagship events such as beach events. Since NITK is the only college with beach, we make the most out of it. And we have a lot of events in the beach. And then we have concerts and pro shows, and we invite chief guests, like prominent personalities for INSEE Talk. So we have roughly around 50 plus events, and we invite over 200 plus colleges to come and participate. And every year we get a footfall of around 45,000. So yes, that is the scale of Incident right now. So I just want to talk about this and just reach out for support.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Let me introduce. I am Prashant Roy. I am Prashant Roy from Mechanical Engineering. Started in 71.
Introduce your wife, your
yes.
son also.
Yes. And later.
No, give respect.
Initiate, okay. I am Prashant Roy, Mechanical Engineering. My wife, Madhumita Roy, and my son, Shantan Roy. He is working in HP now, in Bangalore. He started HP job in 2021. And after almost 1.5 years, he was asked to report to office because he was doing work from home. So he has come, along with that we have also come. It was our intention to stay back in Kolkata, but he insisted, since he will be alone and I will also be alone, let us stay together till marriage. After that, let us see. And after passing out from mechanical engineering in '76, I joined Tata Steel directly from here only. There I have worked for 32 years. Then after resigning Tata Steel, I joined Siemens Limited, Kolkata Mechanical Division. There I have worked for 5 years. Then another company, Steel Plant Tech Engineering India. There I have worked for 3 years almost. Then I joined BRG group of companies. There I have worked almost 2 years. And then later on I joined Makil Engineering and Ispat Company, Singur. It is also in Kolkata, nearer to Kolkata. There I have worked for 2 years. Later on COVID came, so I have stopped working. Now I am totally free. Almost you can say settled in Bangalore. My intention and intention of my family is also to get settled in Bangalore. So this is in a nutshell. And my wife is housewife. Earlier she was a teacher in Durgapur before marriage, but after marriage did not do any teaching job and happily married, spent life in Jamshedpur.
Okay. Last time those who heard me not tell anything at all, because my wife Veena, I have three children. My first is a daughter one. She married she is a doctor also. She is both are doctor also. I have two sons, the twins. They are in States. In fact, one of the he has finished his Gopaya knows very well. Ankit Ulla. He has finished his PhD already. He is working for one day now. One more, my son, twin son, is working. He is just finished his PhD. He will be getting it maybe another 3-4 months. So, three children. My wife, she is a housewife. As if you know, I have worked almost 6 years. I was 3 years in Singapore. Then later on, I started my own construction company after coming here, and Davidson Construction. Then continued maybe 2 years back. I stopped it, but now during that time I have been in all social activities, other activities, and all things. Last 25 years I was I'm a politician still now. I won 4 times. I was a president. Last time I think I did not. That time again. This time also I won 4 times. I was a municipality member. I was also president as well as a vice president, standing committee chairman. And I am grateful to all of you, because most of the people have donated me last time when the Corona time came. Most of the people donated, given a lot of this thing. Mr. Arun was there on that function. He saw that function. It was one of the wonderful functions. And my activities in NIT, KREC was very bad. Maybe I think I might have offended somebody. Please forgive me if I done some mistake to any professor.
That's why you are a politician now.
No, it's unknowingly. I have done a lot of sacrifice also. One of the thing is, I think we have saved that, we tried to save that one who was supposed to die. He died also, and that Pawan, this thing. And other activities, I have completely changed man now.
So become a saint.
Entirely. Those who know me earlier, those who know earlier than now, I am really entirely different. I have some agriculture, this thing now. She is looking after all the agriculture. She looked after all my, finance, my even rice, even 1 kg rice she used to buy and give to me for a food also. I never earned any 1 rupee money in my life. I have not purchased 1 cent of land at all in my life. All my fathers. So I have not done anything. Even Bala knows very well because nothing has been done. No building has been built. No land has been purchased. No house also has been built by me so far. for your information. This is my this thing. So I am very happy also. All my children are now, they are okay. Anything else you want to ask me about me?
When you are getting MLA tickets?
I was supposed to get MLA because if I had changed my constituency, because my constituency is coming under most of the Alpasankhyatra minority, they're 60-70%. I did not get a chance because reservation only Utica.
Change your constituency, or you should have how much?
No, Utica is always.
Madam is managing your money, right? So don't worry.
No, she managed all the time. Every time she managed the money. I never I gave. She took one apple also, 1 kg rice also to home and all. Only thing, everything she purchased and gave to me now. Even everything. No.
Everything in cash?
Yeah,
Can we credit Madam for the transformation of Dinakar then to Dinakar now?
No. Yes. 100%. The situation in that field, the political life, her life, and she used to take care of all of the children who have come now to the PhD. Only she has done her MSc also. She could not go for a job. And my doctor and both son-in-law and both the doctor, only because of her, not me. And surely, my contribution for the children's achievement, nothing is there, only for her. Thank you, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. I have to just add a few words, nothing else. I was the person here who joined KREC along with you, completed my BE on 76, then I joined my MTech. The reason for joining MTech was the moment I completed BE, I felt I don't know anything about the subject. So I joined for post-graduation and had a beautiful stipend then, some 400 rupees. It was a very big figure then. So I enjoyed the 2 years and I had a beautiful environment here. Dr. Basavarajaya was my mentor, you can say. So he had guided me to the best possible extent. Then I served here for 3 more years in the teaching as a faculty in the Department of Civil Engineering. And one incident took place when 78, 79 I taught one person, boy. He came in 1981. Sir, you are still here. Then why? No, sir. You should come to the field, you should do the work. That particular sentence motivated me. And I too felt, because most of the times, whenever you are free, we'll go to some other worship, take tea, chit chat and come back. So the process of teaching, even though I liked it, I had learned a lot outside the college because the practical field is totally different. And once you become an independent engineer in the field, you'll be recognized by the society and you got a lot of opportunities. So in the meanwhile, I had an opportunity to join JCs, then Rotary, because it has helped me in getting a good amount of friends. Even today, I have got about 4,000 contacts here, and all I address by name only because they feel that they are very close to us. So I really enjoy our 76 batchmates' response for whatever you put in the WhatsApp. And I wish all of you to have best health, best wealth, etc. And we'll meet often to renew our friendships. Thank you.
This is my wife Jyoti Hegde. This is my wife Jyoti Hegde. You have already heard us in the last 2 reunions. I finished my BE in 76. Later I joined Indian Institute of Science. Then 36 years in Indian ISRO, followed by that Team Indus. Now since this month, Adishta Aerospace BST. For how long I don't know. That is all. Okay, 3 children. First daughter, she has got a child recently, 2 months old. She is an advocate. Son is in Collins Aerospace, first son. Second son is doing law in National Law University, Trichy. That's about all.
But you should mention something about what happened in NIT and
That's all.
Everybody knows it.
At least you
He won't tell what he's done.
you should
So you can see, I cannot climb any coconut tree. Whatever they have told, all allegations are false.
Another politician. Another politician. All of us.
At best, I would have supported, given back-end support.
But that time you are MD, you are not that.
You did fantastically well at ISRO. You should tell us what all the accomplishments are at ISRO.
Yeah.
Your mission director of some major missions.
Okay, that way if you ask me, mostly interplanetary activity were started by our batch, Chandrayaan. We thought it is so difficult, then we found out it is not difficult. That's all.
We make it happen.
Great to see you all.
Closer.
Great to see you all. Does that work?
Yeah.
Excuse me. So after KREC, I went to NITI in Bombay, Masters in Industrial Engineering, and went to the US to do an MBA. From 1980 to now, I've been in Silicon Valley, worked at companies like Intel, Cadence, and a few others. Last 20 years, I've been mostly as a entrepreneur, starting companies, investing in being the CEO of etc. Currently, the CEO of a company called Monetize 360, which is a fintech company. In fact, all of our engineers are in India. We are hiring people from KREC and ITK. We have an engineering team in Manipal. So I have two boys. The older son is a biotech engineer, graduate of University of California, Berkeley. And the younger son is doing a PhD at UCLA in blockchain and cryptography, etc. So that's.
What about your wife? Most important accomplishment of your life?
My wife is name is Vani, and she is a housewife, and she was visiting here, but couldn't come today. But she's on her way back to the US.
And what's your passion?
Wine.
Yeah, it's I'm a wine geek. Collect and drink wine. From a very specific region, Burgundy, France.
How many startups?
Huh?
How many startups?
How many startups? I think 7 or 8. Involved in various stages.
You remember when I was in Suratkal, I was actually the basketball captain of our batch. And Nagaraj also was, we were all on the same team. I was also played a lot of bridge with Chandramouli and Donrick Joshua, were my bridge partners. I was also the fine arts secretary. We organized the cultural festival in 1976, we started in 74. So I wish the incident had the history that we are the ones who started the cultural festival. But I'm most proud that I was a backbencher. I always was in the last row, and somehow by an accident, I became a professor now. But after graduation, I joined I worked for HAL for 5 years. We helped design engines for the Rolls-Royce Jaguar aircraft. I worked for 5 years. Then I fell in love, and I left and went to the US. My wife, Duella, is from Goa. She's a psychologist, and she finished her second PhD last year. She's a psychoanalyst also. And she worked at Carnegie Mellon University for 21 years, has her own private practice. I became a professor of industrial engineering at the University of Pittsburgh. I've been a professor I've had the same job all my life, most after HAL. I had one job. And I have 2 lovely children. I've been married 41 years, one of my proudest accomplishments. 2 lovely children. My daughter Maya was on Wall Street as an investment banker for 6 years. Then she gave it up to become, she wants to be a professor. So she's doing a PhD at MIT in finance and economics. And my son Rahul, he's a senior analyst for United Airlines, based in Denver, and his job was to try to make Denver the largest airport in the world. In 3 years from now, they're going to be the largest airport in the world. I'd love to talk to you guys anytime, but thank you.
KREC, of course, Popaya was mentioning the culture festivals. Yes, it was going on right from our first year onwards. It was not called incident that time. So, of course,
cultural festival.
Yeah, it was called culture festival. Quite well known in South Canada, among the South Canada colleges and mixed after. During my engineering, I think you know me, I was also playing for Ashok Charan, and during the first year, final year of engineering, Ranjan and I myself went for SSB just to see the fun. Then we were interested, we got interested. We both of us joined the previous course, we were selected, called it come up because our results were late, then we joined the next course, again together. We went for again the SSB together. And so I've been in touch with Ranjan off and on, of course, right from that time, right from the time we went for medicals. After engineering, we joined Air Force. 20 years I served, and I took premature retirement, got employment in power control, communication, then digital, and then HP. For HP, I worked for 8 years. After that, I was in the teaching industry, so I was a wing commander for 21 years. I mean, I served as in the Air Force, retired as wing commander. Then again, I was a professor in NMIT and Latia colleges. Now I'm only visiting professor, so once in a while they call me for any occasion. I'm married with 2 children. One was, we had 3 children earlier. We have 2 children. First one is doing animation modeling, and the second one is doing dual D out of the metal works, etc. So glad to be here, and I was the 3rd reunion, and thanks for Dinakar and company and Satish and all for making it happen again and again. So hope to see you all in the next reunion.
Next time you straight walk there.
I think you all remember me. You will definitely, because I have got another support, you will not forget. So I met with an accident about in the year 2015, and that was the second accident. The femur, the leg is very weak. Doctor said it will not be improved, but somehow I have an willpower to come here for the second time. I hope again we will all meet in 2016 to celebrate 2026. Sorry, 2026. And after completion of my, I was in civil branch. After completion, immediately, I think you completed in the month of August. In the November, I got an appointment in Karnataka Power Corporation. That time it was Mysore Power Corporation. Meanwhile, I worked there for 3 years. Again, I changed my, the department. I went to the Karnataka Public Works Department. I served there for 36 years. Now I am retired. He is my son, and my partner-in-law, my Mrs. Shanta. She is a housewife. And he was I got 2 children only. Mine is one is son, and the elder one is daughter. She is Ayurvedic doctor. Daughter is Ayurvedic doctor, and my son-in-law is also Ayurvedic doctor. They are both practicing. They have got different kind of Ayurvedic preparation of Ayurvedic. They are doing well. And he was in engineering college as an assistant professor. Because of so many, he was there in Maharashtra for 4 years. Then he came to Karnataka for he served as assistant professor for 4 years. Due to some humiliations because of the management of the colleges, he left and he is doing his own job. He is owning his business. He is the C&F agent for Johnson & Johnson products, baby products.
Very good. Thank you. Bold meet.
Yeah. It's better.
What
thing is, we have to 23 is good.
Renew
ಅಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡುವ, but it all depends upon Girkar, you all
everybody knows me as Mudita here. Different places, different name. So in army I am known as Shankar, like the name. She is Nirmala Shankar, my better half. So I got, first I will cover the family. I got 3 children. My first daughter, she is an engineer. She was in US, New York for about a year or so. Then later I got Later I got her married, and now she is in Bangalore with Infosys. She is continuing her job. Second daughter, she is Roshani Shankar. First one is Rashmi Shankar. Second is Roshani Shankar. She is also married. She is in US in Detroit. Her husband is working. She also works in a small job. And she has got 2 children. Husband is engineer, 2 children. First one is a son and around 8 years. Second one is a daughter, 1.5 years. My first daughter also having a son. He is around 12 years. Now the last one is a son. He is also engineer, and he is now he did his MS in University of Southern California. He is in New York now. Earlier he was in California. So that's my family. Now, as some of you know, after my metallurgical engineering here, I joined Indal as a metallurgist, and subsequently I got selected. Some of you may know I was very much interested in while studying all the 5 years. There is no requirement, but all the 5 years I was in NCC. CS but and BD Chennai, they all know. We all with a similar interest. We continued, and then several social service, Subramania Sharvat and myself and Chennai. We were all in all activities. And to tell you regarding cultural event, cultural celebration. That time, as Son said, 1974, it was known as decennial celebration, I think, because of 10 years of this. So from there, every cultural week, we participated in drama. In fact, my drama Maralu Maduve in 1974, I think, got first prize in the entire combined district of South Central and Udupi. We had competition, as you know, with the medical college, everything. And I was a hero in that. Maybe a joke now, but
you're a hero even now.
So, like that. I mean, that is about the lesson. Then I joined Indal as a metallurgist, and subsequently I got selected. Like the son said, we faced the SSB interview. 3 of us got selected. Myself, Captain T.S. Gopalakrishna, and UL Ramesh. But unfortunately, UL Ramesh is not with us. That's a sad event. But somehow Gopal has not attended this meeting. So there I was in the army, in the Corps of EME. I served nearly 12 years and in various locations. I was most of the time with the border only, around 8 years, with the Pakistan border or China border, as high as 18,000 feet or 19,000 feet of Himalayas, or in Registan, Rajasthan, and various places like Srinagar, Sikkim, etc. Then afterwards I had some personal problems with my family, and parents were older. Anyway, that's a different story. And then I had to leave and joined Mysore Paper Mills. Though I got very higher positions in all North India or abroad, I didn't go because of some restriction personal. Because of that, I served another 20 years in Mysore Paper Mills in Technical Services Department. As well as they were every time, because I am captain, they were giving additional duties of Chief Security Officer of that entire nearly 6,000 employees. So that I served. Then I took voluntary retirement. Now past 16 years I am in Bangalore. I got my plantation in my native place. That also I look after. I got some cattle. Now as Dinakar said, I am also a farmer. That's what me. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone. My wife will join us in the evening. So, but I'm Alvin Naruna, electrical power.
Hockey player.
Clear?
Hockey player.
Hockey player. No, I've played many things. I was a hockey player, but I spent my time most in the college with students who were known for many things. As such, I got also branded that I was doing one of those things. So, people don't believe I haven't had a sip of beer or wine or drinks till now in my life. But because of my association then with my friends, they think I'm, including my principal then, who thought I was a yoga. So that was that. Anyway, and 1976, after I passed out, I did get a seat in McGill University, Montreal for my MS, the year of the Olympics in Montreal. Unfortunately, my passport, which I had applied after college, I got all countries except Rhodesia and Canada, because there were some racial problems in Canada in 1976. But I think that happened for the good. I got a job in ITC, and I worked with ITC for 43 years. So I was a lifer with ITC. I retired as, I started my job as a trainee engineer, and I still remember that interview. They asked me as to why do you want to join ITC? I said, I am not keen to join a construction. At that time, the ITC Moria was under construction. So he was taken aback and he said, why is that? I said, I want to be involved in something very creative, and construction may not be that much. And anyway, they found me something interesting in me, I suppose. They gave me the job. And I grew in the management ladder. I became the executive vice president of ITC. I was involved willy-nilly as head of constructing every five-star hotel of ITC in India and abroad. I was to retire in 2013. My chairman did allow me to. So he forced me to continue for 6 more years. So 2019, unfortunately, my chairman passed away that year, and the current chairman did not have that much hold on me to stay back. I wanted also change. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to be a good grandfather, because I was already grandfather for 3 grandchildren by then, even now as of date. And I decided to retire 2019. And although we built a house in Gurgaon, we have shifted to, we also built a house, most of you know, at the beach over here. So we spent a good amount of time over here. Recently, last year, some friends, neighbors forced me to join the Lions Club. Actually, they forced me to visit a special school over here. There's a special school for special children. So when I went to visit that school, I saw on the board, the school was run by the Lions Club. I saw on the board some names which touched my heart. They were the names of Professor Karaka Reddy, Professor Subbarao, Professor Hebbal, Professor Basavarajaya, who all were involved in making us what we are. So they were the past presidents of the Lions Club over there. So then they said, would you like to join Lions Club if you have a soft heart towards the special children and other things? And I said, this would be a nice way of giving back to the society what the society gave to you for all these years. I then joined, and I thought it would be nice to have my name written amongst those names. And today the name is written over there, so I feel nice. So this year I'm feeling, I'm spending a lot of time in hopefully returning back to the society something that they have given to me.
Morning everybody, I am Jagdish Kamath, 76 batch, and as you know,
Where is your wife?
hello, I think, yeah.
You can speak louder,
only
she's
come.
not there.
So my wife couldn't come because she had to take care of my mother, she's a aged mother, so even last time she couldn't come, most of us are here only. So this time also she couldn't come, but she is there. I have one girl, she is married and having a granddaughter around 4 years old. So they are staying in Bangalore recently. So my son-in-law was working for Ford in Chennai for about some 10 years, and later he quit the company and he's joined an e-vehicle startup at Bangalore recently for about 6 months back. So regarding me, after 76, I just in search of a good job. I had to join some job for next continuation of my life. So I had an opportunity to serve this institute for about 1.5 semesters as assistant lecturer. So and at that time they required some higher studies for the permanency of the job as assistant lecturer. So I didn't have that opportunity to continue my studies. So immediately I got one job at state government, electricity board. That time it was called KEB, Karnataka State Electricity Board. So I joined as an assistant engineer, and I served almost 37 years and retired in 2014. Yeah. So I have served in various capacities within the state, but not generally with the public content. So generally I used to be in stations in charge maintenance or office or in HR or in designs and transformer maintenance and other things. So I retired in 2014, and I've been attending, after retirement I have not joined anything. So I'm quite free bird. So I'm just happy with my family and other continuous. Of course, meeting once in a way with all our friends like Dinkar or Satish, Sons and everybody, whoever are available in Mangalore, I used to make it a point to meet them and have some fun going around whenever others are free, because I am a free man now. So I wish all of you good luck, and let us meet so as far as possible, as early as possible before 2026. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Narayan Chitgupi, and this is my wife Rohini Chitgupi. 1976, of course, passed out in electronics and communication, and even I did my MTech also from here, industrial electronics, passed out in 78. Then after passing out, I joined Air India, Mumbai. I retired as an additional general manager engineering, who was certifying all Boeing and Airbus aircraft and aircraft related components. Then I retired in 2013 as additional general manager engineering, avionics basically. I was looking after the avionics things. Then after retirement in 2013, I joined an engineering school related to the avionics. I joined Bombay Flying Club of Aviation and taught there for about 6 years. And after COVID, I gave up. My wife, Rohini, she was working for State Bank of India, and she took voluntary retirement. I have 2 daughters. Elder one is Aditi and younger one is Malvika. Both are IT professionals. Aditi is settled in Sweden, Stockholm, she is settled. And the younger one, Malvika, she is settled in USA, in Kansas State. Both are IT professionals. And life is going on.
What are grandchildren?
Can I,
grandchildren,
can I just talk a little?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we could be considered as a truly global or international family, because our older son-in-law is Swedish, the younger son-in-law is a thoroughbred American, and we are managing to combine both our cultures. Of course, the Western countries, sorry if I offend other people who are living in the States or outside, but Western culture, there isn't really a culture or heritage for them. So whatever they have, we are trying to modify and combine with our Indian culture so that we have a good family. So.
Yeah. And when I was engineering, first year I think Dinkar was my physics lab mate. And I had a different experience with him. And one more thing is, during the final year, I remember Dr. Hebbar had given us a open book test. So with the open book, I scored 0. Wow. And stalwarts like Hegade, Vasanta and all, they scored very good marks.
It's a wrong book maybe.
I wish all of you good health, keep good health, be exercising, take proper exercise and things like that. And all the best for all of you.
Bring the mic closer. And louder.
I am Subramanian Bhatt.
Still closer. Put the mic closer. Speak louder, but.
Hello. I am Subramanian Bhatt from Electrical Power Branch. As there was a confusion about my name, Subramanian Bhatt or Subramanian Bhatt. It always used to happen. Because my full career was in Maharashtra. They could not pronounce my name. Always they used to say either Subramaniam or something else. Somehow they could not pronounce my name. Throughout Maharashtra, throughout India, I can say. Only this part of India, also it is difficult. So, after graduation, we had very difficult time in getting the job. Somehow we did not pursue higher education. Then for seeking a job, we went to Mumbai. I think we have spent maybe a couple of months and we could manage to get some job. Maybe after 6 or 8 months, I don't know, Dinkar remembers or not, we were together in garlic engineering.
Yeah. That's it. For a while, yeah.
For a short while.
Yes.
We were working together.
Yes.
I was in Mumbai for about, initially about 6 years, then another 5 years in Pune, came back to Mumbai for about 10 years, then went to Saudi for a brief period of 6 months, came back and then settled in Nasik for about 19 years. My wife, Usha Bhatt, she could not come today because of some health problems. I have 2 children, one son and a daughter. Son is a civil engineer working in Mumbai with HCC, and daughter is a post-graduation chemistry, and she is in teaching line. Presently, last year I shifted to Mangalore and I live in Mangalore now. That's all.
Everybody, just for the
time. Bring the mic closer. Yeah.
Either way, right?
Wife closer.
Okay, let me start with my wife. Her name is Swarnalata Kudwa. For tactical reasons, we didn't change the surnames. You all know me as Deepak Kaman. She has got 3 kids of her own, and I have 3 kids of my own. Between us, we have 5 children. So figure the maths. You are all engineers. Okay. Yeah. What else? After graduation, I went into various of my metallurgical field, but I didn't enjoy working there, so I shifted to insurance. And a very, very productive 40+ years in the insurance industry. Retired after working for multinational company in the Middle East most of my life, and retired and came back. And then again somebody called me and said there's one iconic company in Oman in trouble. Would you like to have a look at it? So that is one of my, I think, plus points, that we revived the company and it's doing pretty well now. Retired again, COVID came, and I was sitting doing nothing at home when a friend of mine from Oman called me and says, can you start a back office operation in India, in Pune? Kiran has visited me there, and so we have started that. It's running well. I am the director of the company. I do nothing, basically it runs by itself. And we got all engineers and designers. I get money. And I sign all the papers, but the responsibilities. So I will be quitting that company and thinking what next. Okay, a couple of things which during the discussions which came about. Bopa said you are a pretty changed person. I fully agree with you. I don't remember that I was a good person in college or a good student in college, but somehow over the course of your life, changes have to happen, positive or negative, but I think most of us are in the positive range. That is one. Secondly, again Popaya, he forgets that I used to play bridge with Chandramali and Donry and you, and I'm a pretty good bridge player, and I had to play every day. That's my addiction. Maybe I don't talk to her every day, but at least I play bridge every day. I do play bridge. Every day, 1 to 2 hours I play bridge. So that's my passion. Online. Okay? So these are the two differences.
Is it on money based?
No.
You get money?
No. Money is all technical. One more thing which I want to dispel. Where is Hegde here? He thought I was a very rich guy. I am not. I am rich, not in money, but in good friends, by good company. Okay, so that is it. I like to do something for society, which I am thinking of. Other than the donations, we are developing a lake behind my house. It's a big lake. It was dry, and so on and so forth. So a lot of money goes into that field or to various charities, right? So that is it. Swarnalata has been an independent lady. We met in Bahrain, and she was working there, and she used to be a Toastmaster. I hope you know what is Toastmaster. Yeah, she used to be a Toastmaster, been president, past president, etc. She can speak better than me, okay, or better to me. So that's about it. My 3 kids are settled in Canada. The youngest one is still studying. And her 3 kids, one in Canada, one in Delhi, and one in Bombay. Okay, we are all very close together, all 6 of us. 7 of us. Yeah, 7. Okay.
Math was never a good point.
Nothing in studies was a good point. Okay. So that's it. I'm a good insurer, by the way, and a good bridge player. So proud to say. And whilst I don't know much about Burgundy, I'm going to sit with Jairam later to see how we can improve my knowledge there. Okay, thank you very much. Really, really nice to re-hear whatever we heard last time, and thank you very much for making me a part of it. Okay.
You have heard last 2 meetings, whatever I had to tell you up to certain level. I won't repeat that. Now, at the age of 58, I decided it is enough. No more slogging for somebody and doing money. Why don't we now just relax? Because Pushpa, the wife, we have been married for 41 years, and we have 1 daughter who settled in Louisville and a grandson who's 11-year-old in 5th standard. So we thought, let's start our second honeymoon. We did begin, but then I live in a society which is about 250 houses and 26 acres land. And I took the secretaryship of that association. Suddenly I realized that what was to be a part-time time suddenly became a full-time job, because there were a large number of sharks, about 15, 20 very powerful political hands and all, who wanted to acquire land and violate all the building norms and ruin the whole place. It's a beautiful layout. So once I took, my wife also being a lawyer, we studied together a lot. We used to study whole night. and we fought a few legal cases against those who wanted to encroach the land, and we won all those cases, and I gave it a corporate touch. And subsequently, 2 years tenure, I extended it to 4 years to complete all the jobs on hand, and left it. After that, we thought, what now? So we spent 3 months every year learning from my grandson, and then 9 months we go for honeymooning. In the sense, we do at least about 5-6 visits, and we do a little bit of trading together. And if we earn more money, more holidays. Wow. So we have been just on honeymoon, and we look forward to many more decades of honeymoon. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Krishna, known to be Bala, and everybody they make fun of me whenever they talk about coconut. Bala was brilliant in climbing the tallest coconut tree at that time.
Indian coconut.
Oh, Professor Nayak is listening. Banda, behind the 5th block, and at that time the shortest coconut tree was in front of the library here. Now I cannot imagine climbing any of the trees, and I was kept hostage for almost 2 hours on this tree. When, 2 of the boy friends, they came from the library and they sat below the tree. And Hegde and others, they ran away. They were all waiting with the gunny, you can say carpet, whatever we put below the bed, so to hold the bunda from bottom, so that it does not make sound. After my BE, then Professor Kakakti told, you are a brilliant student, go to MTech. So I had a seat for my IIT Kharagpur and IASC, did my ME. Hegde, Vasanta and all, they were close friends in IASC, got selected in Tata. Then Tata, they told, we are not able to make you permanent, we don't have much job. So I ran away to Delhi, joined Central PWD. I was posted in Arunachal Pradesh, Burma border. Then joined Indian Railways, served almost 34 years Indian Railways, came on deputation to Konkan Railway, served for 10 years. Completed now 25 years of Konkan Railway, making it through. Last tunnel I was the chief engineer at Goa, 1997 I completed. 98 it was fully open. Then I went back to Bangalore. I did 10 years in Bangalore. Then I had a tussle with the then railway minister at Bangalore. Some political reasons or whatever he wanted to command, I was transferred to the metro. I went to Bangalore Metro 6 years. Phase 1 I was the in charge for commissioning. Then I went to Ahmedabad Metro, then Indore Metro, now again in Bangalore Suburban Rail Project. So I am the project director from the consultancy firm for implementation of 148 km suburban network. My wife, Kamala, she is a teacher by profession, elder daughter, married, settled in Singapore. Second son, married at Germany, now settled, both are working. Blessed with the grandson recently, 6 months. So we are planning to visit Germany and Singapore maybe after a few months. So that is my life. So thank you all. Let us hope that we are all healthier and happier and live longer for our not only 50th year, then many more reunions.
I think we have come to the podium 2 times before.
Yes, yeah.
Right. So some of you are new, so
you are tell again.
We'll repeat that.
You tell again.
Am I Ranjan Rao or Ranjan Kini? That's the first question.
Because Ranjan Rao is very famous for all subjects.
Thank you, friends. All of us graduated in 76, and after that, I don't think I have that level of, energetic experiences people have been talking about. I went to Delhi after graduation, got a position with a company called Engineering Projects India Limited.
Lucky for me, within 7 months, they deputed me to go to Kuwait because they got an international project with a Japanese company. I worked there as a mechanical engineer for 2 years. And at that time, I entangled with a bunch of Americans who came with the equipment that we bought for the company. And they suggested that I go abroad. And so I went to US, got my MBA. Then that was 1981, 82. Around that time, US economy was not doing well. Jimmy Carter time, Iran crisis. So I was able to get into a PhD program with not many jobs were there at that time for foreigners. So I got into PhD program, Texas Tech, finished my PhD, then I'm in academia for last all the years, you know. I'm a professor of operations and information systems now, and I've been with the Indiana University, one of the campuses, for the last 33 years. Now, this is my wife, Nivi. You met her last 2 times. She has a master's, but she's a homemaker. So after coming to US, she's a homemaker. She was working in Mumbai. And we have 2 kids, elder one daughter. She works as a product manager for Apple. And the younger one is my son, who is right now just finished MBA at Stanford and finishing up his 2nd degree at Stanford, Master in Public Policy. After that, he worked for a few years before he went to Stanford. After that, who knows where he will end up. Right now, our base is in Indiana, where I have not retired. Bobaya and I were talking about when are we going to retire. I said, no, I'm not retiring. So we came to a conclusion, maybe we should retire soon. But I have not decided yet. He might have decided.
It's N+1 syndrome.
Pardon?
N+1 syndrome.
N+1 syndrome, yes. So we might still be active when we have the 50th reunion. We don't know. So other than that, I think you have heard all the discussions we have had before, and more discussion we'll have tonight with a few texts, except for Alvin. So, thank you. Appreciate it.
Electronics and Communications branch. After my passing, I went to Mumbai to work. I was there for 4 years. I worked for Photo&Video Limited as a service engineer. They are manufacturing this theatre equipment. And in 1980, I went to Kuwait, and I worked there for 35 years, almost all of my working career there, and retired in 2016. So I worked for Canon agent there with the office equipments machinery. Now I'm retired and living in Bangalore. I have my wife, her name is Rosie. She is a housewife, and I have 4 kids, 2 daughters and 2 sons. My elder daughter is in Kuwait. She is married to a doctor, and they have 2 kids, a boy and girl. And my son-in-law is running his own health center there. My 2 sons are in Canada, Toronto. They are engineers, and one son is married with 1 daughter. My youngest daughter's name is Ruth, and she got a first rank in CA, All India level. That was a blessing what we have. And I think that's all. So I wish everyone a good health and hope to meet again the next week.
Thank you, Robert. Good afternoon. Well, after passing out in '76, I started working with Special Steels Limited at Tarapur for about 3 years. And after that, I was working for Steel Tubes of India at Devas for another 4 years. And after that, I went to Saudi Arabia and I was working there for government of Saudi Arabia for almost 20 years. So in the meantime, 1981 I got married, and this is my wife, Neela.
What's the name?
Sorry? Neela Parkar.
Huh?
Neela Parkar.
Actually, it is Neelambari, Neela.
Yeah. So in Saudi Arabia, I was working for government of Saudi Arabia, as I said. I was working in the Department of Education there, and I was in charge of electronics department, training department, and I was teaching. I was teaching to the Saudi engineers there who passed out from the colleges and maybe technical institute or graduate engineers, and I gave them hands-on experience. So I didn't have to teach on the blackboard and regular things like that. So I used to take them to the power stations and transmission departments and give them the hands-on experience there. So it was a nice period. And in the meantime, my wife and children were also with me there in Saudi Arabia for about 3 to 4 years. After that, I thought education there in Saudi Arabia is not complete, I would say, the activities in the school there were limited, and so I sent them back to India, and she was taking care of children in India for 2 to 3 months, and then visiting me there in Saudi Arabia for 2 to 3 months in a year. Like that, she used to visit 2 to 3 times in a year. So she was traveling a lot, up and down between Saudi Arabia and India. So now my children are grown up, and then my daughter is a doctor, and after doing MBBS, she did her post-graduation in New York, and after completing post-graduation, she also did her fellowship, and she completed it just 3-4 months ago, and now she is working in a hospital, and she's married, and my son is an engineer, and he's also in USA, and he's a mechanical engineer, and he's also married, of course, and he is in Houston. So now, since they are there in USA and are settled there very well, we too are settled in Pune, and built a house there, living a retired life and spending a good time there. We do travel quite a lot, visiting different places, India as well as abroad, and enjoy the life. So I do exercise regularly, take care of my health, and I wish everybody has to do that so that we can lead a good life. Okay? Thank you.
So, mechanical engineer. After finishing my graduation, I went to Bombay and joined Century Rayon, synthetic fiber manufacturer. It's a group division of Century Textiles. So I joined there and retired also from there. Long 37 years. It is near Kalyan. So I'm married. My wife's name is Navina. She could not come because of some functions. We have one daughter. She's also married after finishing her graduation in engineering and MBA. She done MBA also. She married to Akshay Hegde, working in Abbott company. So my daughter is working in Allied Solutions. So they have one kid, 8 years old. We are present living in Thane. That's all. Thank you and wishing you all the best.
By myself, Mada Pendra Chiprunker, again a long name. Mada is my village.
That is why the Mala Upendra. Okay. Immediately after passing out in 1976, I joined Kirloskar Electric Company as a design engineer. Design was my passion actually. So after Kirloskar Electric, around 20 years I worked in Kirloskar Electric in the design department. All along I was working in the design department only. Next I took up in integrated electric company, similar company which was manufacturing electrical appliances and electrical machines. So there also I worked in the design department only. In 1980, I married in 1980. I met my wife in Bangalore. When I was staying in Bangalore, I was staying with my sister. I fell in love with my brother-in-law's sister. Produced 2 children. One is first one is daughter. Second one is also a daughter. So first one is a computer science engineer. She is married to another computer science engineer. They are in Pune now. They are in Dubai for some 11 years. They have got 2 kids, my grand kids. One is elder one is around 13 years, 7th standard. Younger one is son, who is in 4th standard. Second daughter is with me only. She is a chartered accountant working in HP. So another thing is I want to share some of my college experiences. First year, what has happened. So I think last time also I told the same thing, but the people who have come this time, first time, I am sharing those things. So that was regarding the drawing classes. In the afternoon, first drawing classes, I was in the B section or some other section, but other Vasanta and Vasanta was in A section. So he attended the drawing session and he came back and he gave a jitter to us. We have to see in the mirror and make the drawings. So I was wondering what is this, how to make the drawings just by looking at the mirror. And then because I understood it as a mirror, but he was telling about glass planes. GT. Glass planes, it was for vertical plane, horizontal plane, he was explaining. So I thought it was a mirror, we have to look at the mirror and make the drawings. He was not doing anything regarding the drawings, so I thought it is making the drawing in the mirror. That is one incident. And secondly, another thing, very famous thing is Bonda famous. There was one more parallel group, myself, Hegde was of course, he is a brainchild of his only. He was standing behind us and he was instructing us. So one Mr. Padmanabha Acharya, he was there. He used to climb the trees. So our hostel, 4th block hostel, behind that there was one tree. So myself and Anil Kumar Prabhu and Hegde was with us. And Padmanabha Acharya, he used to climb the tree and pluck the coconuts. So then we were the helpers to hold the gunny bags and all. So that time nothing about, nobody could catch us because in the evening, either light was not there, so that is why nobody could catch us. We are fortunate. That's all my KREC life. Presently, I retired in 2013, then I got the extension for the 2-3 years in the earlier company. So then I started, my Sanskrit was passion. So I started taking Sanskrit exams.
So I took from Samskrita Bharati, they conduct some exams. 2 years I completed 2-3 basic exams. Then I am continuing with MA Sanskrit. 2 semesters are over now. Another 2 semesters. Third semester has started. That's all.
Prabhakrishna, I am a mechanical engineer. So after passing here, I gone to Bangalore and worked there in a machine tool manufacturing company for about 2 years. So in 79, the syndicate bank came with an advertisement that they need engineers to finance the industrial unit. So I applied and got the job. So they posted me in Mumbai. I worked there about 17 years. It is a specialized officer post. So my job was supposed to give the loans to all large borrowers, industrial units. Then I worked in Bangalore for about 7 years. So I worked in Bangalore for 3 years. Then finally at Surat, I retired as an AGM in Surat. And Surat, the experience was very best in my life, 4 years. It is particularly financing the textiles and diamonds. So they are very demanding. So that gives me very much experience compared to the rest of the 30 years. The last 4 years is the best part. Then my children are, I've got 2 children. The first one is my son. He has done engineer from RV College, Bangalore. He has done ENC and working in software company. Second one is my daughter. She has done MBBS degree from Mysore Medical College. That's all.
Myself Vasant and my Mrs. Manjula Vasant, my Home Minister. Okay, all the decisions taken in the house controlled by her. After my BE here from Electronics and Communication, I joined IAC for my ME. There, I joined ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, Bangalore, Satellite Center, and I worked there for about 36 years. I retired from there. I had the opportunity to work for all the space satellite, communication satellite, remote sensing satellite, navigation satellite, deep space missions, all the missions in various capacities. I had the opportunity to work with my close friend Egda for most of the satellite program. Then I have 2 children, boy and girl. Girl is in Bangalore working for Informatica. Earlier she was working in business objects and SAP lab. And my son-in-law works for Mayon Communications, Bangalore. And my son has done his MS and he is in San Diego working for Qualcomm. Coming to the experience what I had in my life, I see the work in ISRO as a tremendous opportunity in my life, and it was a fantastic atmosphere in ISRO to work in ISRO for all the spacecraft programs. I was particularly start with the design of spacecraft, telemetry systems, telecommand systems, satellite imaging systems, and space recorder systems. These are some of the systems I have designed myself, and it has been working. Even now, many things are working. And after my retirement from ISRO as a deputy director in 2014, 1 month I took rest in the house, saying that it required rest. Then after I joined Centrum Electronics Bangalore as consulting director. There also we had a lot of work in the space programs related to the defense. And we made one satellite payload to detect all the enemy radars from the space, and it has been operational since 3 years. And it's a great satisfaction in the life that something has been given to the country for defense. And after 4 or 5 years working there, and it always my home is, and second home also Centrum, because they want me there now also. But after COVID started, I left that company saying that now I cannot come anymore because life threat was there because of the election. Still I am consulting to them for some of the defense matters, still is going on. That's all in my life. It's okay, good going. But this reunion again and again is coming up for every 2 years. I should thank at this point of Dinkar, Soms and Hegde and Satish. I think they have done a wonderful job to bring in all our close friends here, and they made us younger. People say, many people say people continue to work after 60, after 70. Many people have tendency to work more and more. But I have decided, my brother also told me, at 60, your life starts at 60, not at 20 or 10. Because after 60, it will become zero. You have to start again the life. Do something for your own life, not work for others. You have worked for others so far. You have worked for your children, for everybody. But you work for self. You go around your India, go around the world, see what is happening. See, enjoy the life. So this is what my next step is, to enjoy the life, work for myself. Okay? That's all. If you want to say something?
But you said that earlier, no? You should
No, we have been doing this again and again. It's, what I'm telling is reunion again and again. It is really bringing people together, and it's very unfortunate that we could not bring other people. A lot of people are there in Bangalore. More than 20 people are there. Many of them are not turned up. It's okay. Otherwise, everything is good.
Thank you. Okay, now we'll be very fast finishing it up. Okay,
yeah, good afternoon. I'm Prabhakar Rao, chemical. My wife, Prabha, who was working in corporation line, now retired. Now the bank is known as Union. We have got 2 children. My daughter, Shruti, she is a software development engineer working in Dallas, and her husband is also a software engineer in Capital One. Both of them are in Texas. And my son and daughter-in-law, they are also software engineers. My son in GoDaddy, and my daughter-in-law, she is in Expedia. Both of them, they did the masters in Arizona and California University respectively, and they are in Seattle. So both of my children are in States. And after my graduation, I joined a technical consultancy firm in the government of Karnataka in Bangalore for 2 years. That's known as a TechSoc. And after that, in '78, I joined Mangalore Chemicals and Fertilizer as a trainee engineer, and worked in different capacities. Of course, biggest satisfaction is one point of time, the company was about to be closed. It was under, it has gone to BFR for about 10 years. And I was director of the company, full-time director of the board for about 15 years. And we executed almost about 10 projects, including the latest gas conversion, UAM. And I had a close interaction with Kiran Patil because we are buying a lot of walls and state-of-the-art plant. I visited also. And so I continued because doing one after the projects. And in 21 December, I requested my chairman to relieve me because, as Vasanta said, our useful retired life is between 60 to 70 years. After that, nothing is in our hand. So I thought, let me quit, and requested chairman to relieve me. In December 21, I took retirement, and after that we traveled. For about 6 months I was in the US with my children, and now since I belong to this place, and for about 43 years I was in MCF. So we are involved in a lot of organizations in the Mangalore. So I'm a member of the Lions Club. Of course, Alvin is also recently, he's very active in Lions Club in Mangalore. And I'm in Mangalore Management Association, National Productive Council, Theosophical Society, Art of Living, Krishna ISKCON. So, and we started learning Sanskrit also, because this is a useful time we can do it. So we started learning Sanskrit under Samskrita Bharati Pravesha. So both of them started learning, because she retired in 2 years back. So anyway, this is a good time to lead a happy retired life. And this reunion is a really good one. And I think we have to meet every 2 years. Instead of waiting for 2026, let us meet in 2024 also and have a good memory of all of us. Thank you.
Everybody knows that this is our 76th batch of the year. So I also completed my BE on 1976. Okay, 1976. Then I joined, 1977 I joined Indian Institute of Science for a project actually. Afterwards, I will join the permanent job in the Indian Institute of Science. Meantime, I finish off my family. She's my wife. She is Kumari Jairam. Kumari Jairam. And she is a very good housewife and prepares varieties of food. We are happy to eat on the house outside. And I got two children. So one girl, my daughter. She's done her PhD in computer science and she's an associate professor in MIT, Bangalore. My son is a PhD in computer science. He's done in University of Texas, Arlington, and he's working in the Sunnyvale, California. And I got a grandson of my daughter doing 8th standard, around 13 years. My son got a daughter, she's around 4-year-old. Okay. After joining the Indian Science, I got into the art place, that is science department. So I was a passion to work on building new equipments, particularly scientific equipments. So I done a lot of few scientific equipment first time in India. Then I done my degree DISC from Indian Science, MS Engineering also from Indian Science. For that DISC guide was Professor Sonde, everybody knows, B.S. Sonde. Then Professor C.N. Rao was my guide from MS Engineering degree. Then I continued my PhD in the aerospace department, related to high-temperature materials. And my guide was Professor K.P. Reddy. So this is my activity. So I was involved in doing a lot of projects, DRDO project, ISRO projects and other things. I was able to do a lot of innovative work. I built for the first time the shock tube for material research. So that was used all over the world. And we got a lot of collaborative work from France, Israel, and DRDO, ISRO, and PRL, some other places. This is related to my activity in the professional things. And also I was suddenly involved with my social work. That is, I was the president and vice president for nearly 15 years for the IAC Employee House Building Cooperative Society. We made a layout and distributed a lot of sites for members of the society, that is professors and employees. Then I started an association also, that is Bharat Charity Daughter and Residence Welfare Association. We've done a lot of activity in that, in the layout. And also I'm also started another thing, that is I'm the chairman of the Sri Balamani Temple Trust and also Charitable Trust. Professor Rajaraman, I think many people know, he was a computer scientist. He's the president for that trust and the chairman of the trust. So these are some of the other curricular activities. Now I'm continuing my research in my with a collaboration with France and other people. I retired in 2019. Now I'm continuing some more research. I know Professor Kamal. He came and we met so many times in institute while he was doing PhD with Professor Sonde. And I know this is what I wanted to tell. I think this is my second reunion I joined here. And really happy to see many faces because I joined little late to this college. I don't know many friends who are from first year. And anyway, now I reported with so many friends in electrical and electronics department, at least I know many people. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. I don't think I need to introduce myself because I have been, my name has been called up many times here. I've always been confused with Ranjan Kini, poor chap. And he said, I think we should exchange our name. I said, with your permission of your wife. Anyway, nothing much to say. technically there is nothing much that I have done.
You have to start because you first time we came.
Yeah, this is the first reunion. I am from mechanical branch, and first to say a little bit of about my family. My wife Geeta, she's done her MA in psychology, housewife. She also had done her diploma in France from Alliance Française. She used to teach French before marriage. Later on, she preferred to be a housewife. I have 2 children. My son, who has done his MBA, executive MBA from IIM Bangalore, and is working for a company called Quantify Analytics. And my daughter, I think my daughter is well known in this group, because I keep posting her small video shorts.
Very nice. Keep doing it.
Yeah. She has taken up Hindustani classical singing as her career. She has done her MA in Hindustani classical singing from Bombay University. She now plans to do her PhD in Hindustani classical. Other than that, she's done her diploma in French. She had been to France. She was teaching English in France for about 7 months. But she had otherwise also, she was working as a language translator after doing her French. Other than that, she had done her business administration, done MCom. So she has got double graduate MCom MA post graduation degrees. But finally, she felt because she has been learning classical music from the age of 5, and she's very talented. So she felt that that is what her passion is, and we support her for that. Coming back to my stay in KREC, I was always with this Hegde and other group, supporting them in all their activities from behind, never in the forefront. And I am also known as a runner. I started running in KREC, second year. We used to get up in the morning, early morning, tie our lungi up and go for rounds in this KREC, that sports ground. Then one of the local sports events in second year, I also just said, "Chalo, let me also compete in 1500 meters race," and I came 4th. So that motivated me. And in third year and then finally 4th year, I was the 5000 and 10,000 meter champion of. So of course, final year I stopped running because my studies started coming down. Then my partner Sons, both of us, we saw this advertisement for aeronautical engineers in Air Force. So we said, let's go and try whether we have the officer-like qualities in us. We attended SSB, got cleared. First board, we got cleared in the first board, but couldn't join because our results were not announced. So we had tried again got selected, joined the Indian Air Force in January 77. Served for 21 years. I was mostly in the aircraft maintenance side, MiG-21s. And you must have heard of Wing Commander Abhinandan, Veer Chakra, who shot down F-16. So he happens to be from the squadron where I was senior technical officer, 51 squadron. After quitting Air Force after 21 years, I joined a company called SL Propack. They manufacture laminated plastic tubes. I joined in the production. I was taken as senior production manager, and then grew to be a general manager level. And I was heading one of the factories in Silvassa. Subsequently, I shifted to HR. I had introduced training and development. Training like I saw in this company, the new employees were not, they were directly being put on machines and they were doing many mistakes. So I said we should train them in a systematic way like we do in Air Force. And I introduced that probably because of that when I went to HR, I was made in charge of training activities for the entire SL group. Subsequently, I left SL Propac after 7.5 years, went to Cameroon as a West Africa as a factory head there. So I was there for a year, came back, then subsequently joined a consultancy company called Eisen Engineers. So we were doing consultancy for steel plants basically, and worked there till 2020, till COVID hit. In between, I started running again at the age of 60. I have participated in quite a few half marathons, and then we have this group known as all subject group where I keep having bouts with my good friend Jairama. So then I said my passion was to learn some martial art. So then last 4 months back I decided to join karate. And I got my yellow belt. I am very happy about it. So that's all. Nothing more. Thank you.
This is Sudhakar N. That's what I was known in my KREC time. Actually, back in USA, I'm mostly called Nagawali. So it's Sudhakar Nagawali there. Here's my wife, Prabha. She recently retired from Bank of America, so she's free now. So we got a chance to move around. So that's good news. So that makes us easier to travel more. As I said, I'm from Electronics Commission, communications group here, and worked for first 6 years in India. Then I moved out to the Middle East, worked in Saudi Arabia for 10 years, and then decided to do my master's. Very interesting experience to go after 13 years to do a master's. Went to UK and did my master's in biomedical engineering at University of Guildford. After that, I immigrated to Canada. Was there for probably about 12 months or something like that, 12 to 18 months, and it didn't suit me well. It was more laid back. I was in Kingston, Queen's University there. It was very laid back, so decided to go to some more aggressive and interesting places. So I moved to New York, and that's where I settled there down, New York, New Jersey. I've been in mostly in biomedical engineering. I worked at various leading hospitals in New York, managing their biomed departments. And in 2006, I decided to leave the working in hospitals, moved into industry and design of hospitals. So since 2006, I've been involved in designing the hospitals, mostly related to medical equipment. Yeah, right? So that's currently I have my own consulting firm operating from New Jersey and on several projects. Other things is that in addition to my interest in biomedical engineering, I do a lot of social work. I'm a founded trustee of an organization called Mohan USA. We engage in spreading the awareness of organ donation among Southeast Asians in US. So we used to do a lot of work on that, those sort of things. And also I take a lot of interest in spreading and advocacy efforts for clinical and biomedical engineering. So I'm on the American Board of Examiners and also on the commissions, head up a few of the organizations in promoting and certifying clinical and biomedical engineers all over the world. The same. Now, going back to my family, I have two sons. Elder one is Avinash. He's an entrepreneur. I used to work with Amazon and Unilever and those sort of companies, and he started his own firm now. They're settled in Seattle, and I have two grandchildren. from him, Ishan and Tej. They keep us very well occupied whenever we go there. My second son is a physician. He's in New Jersey. Yeah, the eldest daughter-in-law again. She works for Microsoft there in Seattle, and younger one, she's a clinical pharmacist working in a hospital there. Anything on that? Thank you.
This is this is my first reunion. No, I don't. Speak loud. Okay, I'll speak loud. Okay, this is my first reunion. First reunion, so I'm meeting most of you for the first time after 46 years. So I give everybody a trick question saying that, can you recognize me? Almost all never recognize me. Either I'm the most invisible person or I changed so much, so I don't know what it is. As for me, first of all, let me thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to meet most of you. I really appreciate it. And I had very good discussion yesterday. It was really a small group of people. It was great. So I can thank the organizers. As for me, I loved this college so much, I stayed for 3 more years here as a lecturer the first year, and 2 more as a master's in industrial electronics. After that, after my graduation from master's, I went to Bangalore and joined DRDO, and joined LRD in fact. Those days, LRD was known for its football team, not for the research and development. But because of Raja Ramanna, the great scientist, nuclear scientist, everything was changed. Then they started really working on R&D. So I happened to be in that period. So I learned a lot of computer languages. I became a polyglot, starting from Intel 85 to Lisp, Prolog, Ada, and so on. So I realized my passion is computer science and machine learning. At those time, AI was very high, very hard. So I decided to go to US, do my master's in computer science. So I went to University of Wisconsin, did my master's in computer science. Then at that time, General Electric, GE Healthcare had a great project, just starting a great project to build a new medical imaging scanner. So I got a job there. So I stayed there for many years and built some imaging systems. Then I joined some other companies like Rockwell Automation and so on. I also joined a hedge fund. That is in 2008, just 2 years before the financial meltdown. So I learned how much corruption is there in Wall Street. It was a big was eye-opener for me. So before that meltdown, the hedge fund was worth 16 billion. After that meltdown, it became 4 billion. Immediately, and they started giving IOUs for all the investors. And everybody got bonus still. So I was really surprised. Even I got a bonus. Even if the hedge fund went down, everybody got a bonus. I realized there must be so much corruption there, or insider trading and so on. So then after that, I again went back to GE. Then did the final project for 6 more years. And if you see, if you, God forbid, if you go under a scanner, probably my code is under that. My code is in that scanner. So after finishing the project, I retired. I said, no more coding. So I've been written like millions of lines of code. Probably good code, bad code, ugly code, we don't know. So then I said, I'm not going to write code anymore. So I retired. So I have my family is like two kids, my daughter and son. My daughter is a data scientist. She's become an expert in data science. She has written a book and published by Addison Wesley, and she has even has patent, and she applied for 2 more provisional patents and so on. She's as a startup. My son is a physician, a doctor, and he just finished his studies. He is doing his residence in Las Vegas. So That's it. Really nice to meet you all. Really, I had a great time. So,
Thank you.
Thanks.
It's a management. Sit down. No problem. This banner was done by Varnekar is here. I congratulate him. Also, all the t-shirts and our bag, t-shirt and clock was done by the Souls. In fact, I really congratulate for his effort. Our youth bag for the ladies, Satish Rao his contribution is there. Now, for good, please acknowledge your by clapping there is the effort and all this thing. After that, after Kiran Patil, I'll again announce something about afterwards. Please listen for another 2-3 minutes. Wait for afterwards our next program and all that.
I'm Kiran Patil. I'm from the same batch as all of you. This is my first reunion, and I've come to campus after a very long time. Well, I had the fortune of having friends like Popaya, Jairam Bhatt, Varun Pujari, some brilliant people who helped me through engineering. Okay, I somehow managed to pass. And after that, 4 of us went to the US. Most of them stayed back, but I had family compulsion, so I returned. Since then, I've been running my father's company. I have a son and a daughter. My son is an engineer. Daughter did her company secretaryship, and she got bored with it. She switched to fashion. So now she has her own fashion label. Wife, I report to my wife. Okay. Anyway, so like many of you, I need my job, need to work, support my family. So, which I don't know when I can take my boots off, but I enjoy working, and it's been a great time. And I'd love to meet you people if anybody comes, comes visit Kolhapur. Please call on me and we'll meet up. Right, and I meet Popaya. Some of us, okay, we had at Suratkal, we formed a gang called the Bison Gang, and Jairam Bhatt is the founder of the gang. Okay, so we are 10 of us. We keep in touch, and I think 4 or 5 years ago we all met in Guwahati, Assam. Spent the first time it was just the boys, and then we took another batch with the wives, and we had a good time. And recently my son got married. Some of our Bison Gang guys flew in and we spent some time together. The Barun son got married on the 28th, so we again met, and some of us meeting here again. Anyway, I had a wonderful time coming back to campus. I'd like to go walk around and see what has changed, what has not. And well, thank you for letting me.
Hey, tell me your prisoner reforms and all. You talk with people.
No.
Yes,
people they're all they are all hungry.
Some accomplishment what have been doing. We have done many things to us. Let other people also know about it. Doing some of the best walls all over the world, Yes.
Okay,
Defense supplies.
Defense supplies, yes. We just got the Raksha Mantri Award for some critical. It was about a month ago. Anyway, I think these guys are talking about something which is close to my heart. Okay, while in business, I came across somebody who took me to the prison in Kolhapur. Okay, hello, the prison in Kolhapur. At the prison, there were about 2,000 prisoners who were undergoing life imprisonment. Life imprisonment is 14 years. And for good behavior, or you do something like service, for the prisoners, your sentence can go down. Okay, I was surprised. There are people who sitting in the jail do law,
pass a degree and help the prisoners, fighting their legal cases. Many things, and they run laundry, for instance. They run a bakery. There was one guy from Mangalore who was in charge of the bakery, who had a big restaurant in Bombay. Okay, all these people were in jail for murder. Okay, I worked. We ran some programs to train the prisoners because they're just out of society doesn't want them. So what do they do after they come back? I mean, they're out. So there, and there have been sad stories where people they come out of jail and the family will not accept them, and they again end up in some problems. I can relate. I mean, I can tell you two very different experiences. I mean, it's somewhere very appealing to me. I met one gentleman, a boy, not a boy, he was about 35. He, coming from a farmer background, his father had borrowed money, and that those people, the money lenders, they charge you some crazy amount of interest, and they used to come and beat up the father, mother, sister. So at one point, uska fuse ud gaya. So what he did was he killed one chap, killed the next chap, the next day. Like that, he killed 9 in a row. Oh my God. Okay. The last one he killed, that night he turned 18. So he could not be, didn't go as a juvenile, but as an adult. Okay, and he's very proud of it. He says, even today, what my family has gone through, if I had to do it again, I will. Okay, there's another gentleman. I mean, you guys are from the defense forces. I met one gentleman, Kerala guy. I think Varun, Bobs, you met the guy, right, in jail?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I walk in and there's a radio station, and there's a smart guy standing there. And he just stands up, yes sir. I said, yeah, ye alag lagta hai na, this is not the ordinary. He spoke excellent English and he used to run the radio station. So after a few days, I was so impressed by this guy. So I said, I must find out more about him. I used to walk around the jail, I knew most of the prisoners. So when I asked him, one day, I asked one of the police officers, "Arey, itna smart aadmi hai, kaun hai?" He said, sir, he was a naval officer from NDA, and he was doing his M.Tech. Okay, and that's when it happened. I think most of you would know this case because I think there was a movie. Yes. I forget that lady called Mysore, from Mysore. Anyway, I won't name the guy, but so later on I found out he was about to get parole and he was going out. So I called him, there was a small library, I called him to the library and I said, "Iske baad kya?" He said, I know you cannot go back to the Navy. So I said, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to start life all over again. He was like 35. So I said, okay, I'll walk half the way. Will you walk half the way? He said, sir, yani kya? I said, I'll try and give you a job, settle you. I will not disclose your identity. The lady was called Susiraj. Okay, she was an actress. So he said, okay. So his parents came from Mysore to meet me. Father used to work for Bank of Maharashtra. Came to meet me, and I said, here's the game plan. I said, okay, your son comes out of the jail. I'll help him, give him a job, settle him for a while, but his identity will not be disclosed. And let's see how it goes. So he came out. So I got him apartment, everything was taken care of, and he worked for me for 6 years. And everybody who used to visit my company, they used to know, yeah, kahan se laaye bande ko? He was so smart guy. I mean, by that time he became a manager. And one fine day he walked in and said, sir, I have my estate in Kerala, and my father is getting old, so I got to go head back. He's gone. He still keeps in touch. So anyway, it was a very satisfying thing for me. What was his name, folks?
His name?
Yeah, I have his name.
I remember the case.
Yeah, the case, yeah. Yes. Anyway, thank you. Nice sum. But we all go through numerous phases in life, meet hundreds and thousands of people. Thank you.
Hungry now? Yes. The thing is that the Satish Rao wants a photo session now. Then we can have photo session, have food later. Is it okay?
Photo session first.
First, you can the photo session is 3 types of photo sessions. One is only the batchmates with the t-shirts. One is with the family. One is the ladies separately. 3 separately. The outside.
Ladies first.
Whatever it may be. Now thing is, one minute. Don't please wait for all the things announcements. Now the session is over. We are earlier than 10 minutes earlier. So if you are able to bring them next more, they say next time. Again, transmission has not come. We are not seen our daughter-in-law. Indra Novi is our daughter-in-law. Our South Kendra daughter-in-law. We are lucky to see Kiran Patil today. So and today evening.
Okay, Jairam Bhatt, Bopaya, Kiran Patil can help you.
Okay, please see that next when we are please make them to come or any other this. So now the thing is,
We should first, before that, we should get the people from Bombay and Bangalore to come.
no, they are coming. All who are alive, they will be coming. We'll make it itself. Everybody who will be making it. 100% we are making it. Yeah.
I have a suggestion. Let's forget the VVVIPs.
Yes, I have felt the same.
Our meeting, because if you have a VVIP,
all this will be lost.
lose focus. Yes. We will lose focus, we will be all praising the VVIP.
No. They will be sitting there only. Arranged 35 seaters bus, mini buses are arranged. We are going to Mudabidre, Padubidre, Karkara and all these places. We are having a lunch at Inna place. Inna is our secretary of NITK. Arrangements have been done. Tomorrow 8:30. Today 5:30 at the beach. By 10 o'clock it will close. Okay, now you can have photo session. Yeah.
Do we check out tomorrow?
If you are not staying tomorrow night, better check out because half day is this 12 hours is the timing. Maroon color is we can wear now. Those are not got Kiran Patil you can I think got it. They have t-shirt.
Anyway, people don't get t-shirts, have not got t-shirts.
Everybody has got t-shirt. They are not getting it now. It is there. We have it. No, that's what I announcement. We have it.
Okay, one mark.
Next.